Hello Clash addicts from around the world, this is your host Galladon, and if I sound a little bit excited, that's because I am, because it's time for another episode of Clash of Clans, Clan Wars Attacks Live. Yes, it's time for Galladon to put his reputation on the line. Well, there's not that big of a reputation there, but anyway, we're going to attack Big Worm from Wrath of God, who's already been 1-starred, and I'm actually a little bit more relaxed for this attack because, as you can see, it's a pretty low-level base. The goal here is 3 stars, and so we are going to just grab the king and the queen here. Gotta wait for the king to pace out a little bit further. He's pretty deep right now. They're pretty low-level heroes. There he comes. But I'm gonna try to grab both of them anyway. Hopefully it won't cost me. Here he goes. Okay, in the end, because sometimes with these bases, if you're going for 3 stars, you can run out of time. So hopefully we can quickly get the king and the queen out here and the 1 clan castle troop, get rid of them, and thinking I'm just going to kind of spread my golems and everybody down the lower right here of the village as, okay, the king's down, so I'm not going to do a gradual LRC or anything like that because of these lower level walls. I'm just going to plop the golems down here, and then I'm going to plop a bunch of wizards down. Up there's the last golem. And throw a few wall breakers in here and there. Got to get rid of those hogs and more wizards, and just kind of throw everything down at once here. Still going to use the spells, try to use the spells as effectively as possible. I'm even throwing in the king and the queen, you'll notice, in separate places here. And I'll save the first rage for the queen. Freeze that inferno. That worked pretty well. I got 3 defenses at once, and then I'll try to use this rage here. Give her as much time in that rage spell as possible. And I wish she would have turned and taken out the Inferno first. No, she's going to go away from that. But, okay, it gets down, and we've already got 50%. So, with, what, a minute and a half left, we're looking pretty good here. 1 rage spell left, queen at full health. And so it's just a matter of getting through the rest of these structures here. Looks like there's that 1 expo here out on the left that's still standing. And it's just starting to look like we might get there. The king's going to go down, but the queen's at full health, so it's not a matter of whether or not we'll get through the rest of the structures or not because of her health. It's just going to be a matter of time as she's in this rage spell, and of course she has to sit and shoot a wall for a while, but she's got to get through the wall sooner or later. And hopefully we're already up to 87, 88%, so looking pretty good. There's a massive number of skeletons that amassed from those clan castle witches, and they're just wiping out structures along the outside here, so the queen might even really be a non-issue here as, oh, nice big bomb, takes them all out, but it was too little, too late. There's 1 structure left, and there we go, 100%, and my heart rate didn't even have to get too high. And we got 2 extra stars for what has already been a pretty lopsided clan war. Alright, so this is going to be an attempt to try to upgrade a previous 1-star victory to 2 or even 3 against Joy from that clan there. And we're just watching the king and the queen pace. God, they're pretty deeply buried here. Low-level crossbows, low-level king and queen, so we're not too worried that we're going to fail here, but it would be nice to get 3 stars, especially look at that lower expo, it's pretty low. So just went ahead and got the king and the queen to come on out. I'm trying to get rid of this Tesla here. I did watch the previous attack, so I knew these Teslas were here, and I still failed to get rid of them, so there's a gal fail in every replay, I guess. So but, you know, the Teslas, where they are, they're not really that far out to the edge, so it's not that much of a hindrance to the Royal Lure. That should go off pretty smoothly here, and sure enough, there goes the queen. Okay, so, yeah, I know the golems are, of course, going to go for the Teslas first. Not a problem. We'll just go ahead and drop the last golem. I'm just going to start spraying troops around here. The way this base is set up, there's so much that's not inside enclosures. I'm not that worried about getting stuck against walls. And so I'm just going to pretty much spray everybody down here, drop a rage spell right in the middle of this huge mess, get rid of the clan castle troops, and kind of hope that we all head towards the town hall. But no, see, well, that's one of the benefits of this base design. God, the king and the queen just completely, I mean, not just totally distracted, but we look back at the town hall and it's going down from everybody else, so that worked out okay. The king and the queen, you know, the heck with you guys. You go on and do whatever you want. My wizards and witches took care of business. And but wow, we are not going to get 3 stars here. A lot of defensive structures left. Those 2 wizard towers right next to each other there have just wiped out a bunch of stuff here. So I actually was sweating here for a minute about that 2nd star, but I had the extra rage spell and I haven't even used these 2 freezes. And at this point, I don't think I will. I think that would be a waste. There's no way I'm getting 3 stars here. I'm just going to let it run out a little bit to just increase that total percentage of damage done. Try to get up to 75% or so, but that's not even going to happen. But okay, good enough. We got there. We added 1 star to the tally. You know, I guess I was kind of being overly optimistic, hoping for a complete destruction on that village. So I am trying to do most of my war attacks these days live and then using them sooner or later, not always all at once. I haven't really been pushing for trophies lately, but I promise when I start to do that again, I will record some live attacks, and who knows, we might see a good solid Gallifale in there. So thank you again for watching, liking, commenting, and subscribing. Until next time, see you soon. Make sure you make every attack a full attack.